What's up guys, Vimp here, bringing you another one of these videos. We're going to be playing good old Hellhalt. So, we're currently not playing the off-roll, which kind of sucks. But we got a pretty much godlike roll, which is pretty pog. Looking forward to see how this one plays out. Sorry for not recording the first round, guys, but nothing really happened, to be honest. Everyone cleared just fine. So yeah, sometimes I forget to record. It's just, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us. So hopefully you guys are not too triggered about it. But I do want to talk a little bit about some specific topic today, which is the tournament, right? I wanted to address the kind of outcome of the tournament and pretty much discuss a few points, I guess, as we're pretty much playing some Hellhalt. So, by the way, I normally usually play Hellhalt because it gives me the time to kind of relax, lay back, and talk about specific topics, which is kind of important to do if I want to kind of progress in the future. So at the moment, let's see what we can actually play here. I guess we want to go for... Do we want to go for 2 Hawks? I don't think Hawks are any issues. Next round is going to be kind of difficult. This roll, I feel like. I could go for like a tank. Maybe some more Wyverns. Does this hold? I feel like it does. I hope it does. The only thing is Wyverns. All my units are really bad next round. Maybe I should have went for a few mutants, but hard to say. Anyways, it is what it is if we leak. Very, very possible. Depends if they send though. If they send, we have a very big chance to leak. The big send. That's a big boy send. If I've seen one. So no, they're not sending. Interesting. I would assume they're going to be leaking. We'll see though. So a few points. Point number 1. Let's talk a little bit about the standings, right? If you guys haven't seen the tournament yet, I definitely recommend you guys go check it out. Before watching the rest of the video, I do recommend you guys, like I said, checking out the event. If you don't, you probably will encounter a few spoilers today. So if you want to avoid that, definitely recommend just checking the tournament out. Pause the video right now, go watch the tournament, especially the Warcraft III Olympics montage, which is kind of a 4-hour recap condensed in 30 minutes. So I definitely recommend you guys checking it out. Art of Warcraft did kind of edit that video, and damn was it a good video. Was one of the best videos on the channel. I cannot forget to actually use it as a presentary, I guess, video on my channel. Whenever you come or click on the YouTube channel, you pretty much see that one up top, which I think I'm going to do that as soon as possible. Anyways, Warcraft 3 Olympics, guys. Spoiler alert, right next few seconds. The standings, I did finish number 1. Vimp coming in clutch. So I'm kind of very happy about my performance during the tournament. It feels like, you know, I did play really well. Was it the best performance I could have done? Maybe not, but you know, I did play pretty well nonetheless. We did finish first with I guess 2 points difference from the top player, which was very good. Let's go for this. Can we push even more? I feel like A2 is enough. So yeah, I feel like we did a pretty good job overall, just you know, doing our own thing and focusing on the tournament. Just pretty much was focusing as much as possible and actually getting as many tournament points, which I think you should be doing just in case, you know, instead of actually going for greed or whatever. I pretty much played for tournament points. So I was playing for placements on the top 5. So if you were first place, you were getting 5 points. Second place would get 4 points. Third place would get 3, and so on until 5th, which would get 1 point. So yeah, your best option was to pretty much just go for play safe and just get so many points, and hopefully you get a standing. So top 3 was me, I was first, Snack was second, and Zoom was 3rd position. He seems to be doing pretty well at these custom map tournaments, so he's pretty happy about this standing. So yeah, I did finish first, and a lot of people have been saying, you know, I did, like I said, I think the prize pool was $175, which is quite a bit Canadian dollars. It's quite a bit of money, I feel like. I did pay out my fair share to all the administrators that were hosting the games itself, so shout outs to all of you guys. I will kind of name them There was pretty much Jedi, B-Rex, Rambo, we had Ember, and yeah, those were pretty much the administrators. When it came to, I guess we had map developers, which we had Moyak, Victor, and Galileo, which helped out in, I guess, the back end of the event. We also had, obviously, map developers, right? Which we had 808, Zhiel, and Simpson. Those guys really helped out with the, I guess, the map integrations and just being super nice about the event. And I feel like 808 helped us with, I guess, some animations and so on, which was awesome. I feel like the event was very well... It turned out pretty good, in my opinion. It could have been better if, obviously, it was more or better organized. But the problem, there's a few problems. Like, there's a lot of miscommunication between, I guess, the admin team and pretty much the content creators. I was obviously focused on, you know, my gameplay and so on, so I couldn't pull through on I guess, the back end of the event, which was obviously just managing everyone and making sure everyone was on the same page and so on. But yeah, I guess overall, if you guys look at the event itself, I feel like we still did an amazing job. We just had so many viewers. I think we peaked at like 260 viewers, which is really good for me. Obviously, I don't get that many viewers normally, but just because, you know, for the event, we got a little bit more, which is really cool. Good news. Should we go for, I guess 2 tanks isn't too bad of an idea for our next round, right? Oof. Yeah, we can get another tank. Why not? I mean, 4 tanks should be enough. Then we can pretty much mass wyverns and probably get a few of these goblin scientists. For round 7, probably can get 2 scientists for next round. I'm not too sure if that's gonna help out, because wyverns obviously are going to be a little bit better for round 7 because of the light armor, but who knows? Who knows? Seems like we're upgrading King. Not opposed to. I'm not opposed to. Let's see if they're sending here. Should be holding this, no problem. Yeah, we're good. A quick little sip of coffee. This is recorded Friday, after the stream. Let's push once more. Should be 9-4 after this, which isn't too bad of a push. We should probably have been at 9-4 before, but it's all good. We're doing a very good job. This guy's good anti-10. So does this guy with the Hellhalt. And I have wyverns. So we should be in a pretty good spot holding 10, but we'll see. Always something happens, you know? That you can't really control. But yeah, like I mentioned, the standings were pretty nice. I mean, I'm really happy with my performance, as you guys will know. I feel like I am going to be competing as much as possible. A lot of people, Zoom was kind of tilted that I did, you know, take some prize money from my own tournament, but I could kind of counter argue that, you know, it's my event. I could pretty much do, I think, it's our community's event, and I feel like we as hosts could definitely participate in, and, you know, we should definitely reap some rewards if we do perform in the tournament, right? It would be kind of weird if I only would cast it, and I don't think you guys would like it too much if I only cast the event instead of actually playing it, right? At least that's my opinion. You guys let me know. Because I could cast it if you guys want, but I feel like playing it would be a little bit more interesting for the viewers. What's happening? Like, not the best, but we kind of don't have a choice. These mutants are so expensive, it's crazy. I already need to go for wyverns, that's the problem. I could go for 2 mutants for like round 8. And just literally only go for wyverns afterwards. So I think we're saving at the end of this round, I think. Something, that's what I pretty much understand. We'll see. Yeah, we seem to be holding this just fine. I could technically push once more. It's kind of risky. Especially feel like I'm leaking here. If I'm leaking, I'm not going to be pushing. Damn, I'm leaking, really. How am I leaking this? I literally don't understand. It feels like I had the perfect build for this. Like a lot of frontline, they didn't even send. Rough. Am I not valuing enough? Or maybe I lost everything I had with for this game. Maybe I should be selling that dragon when I think about it. Yeah, let me sell it. I could go for a few more wyverns, which I think would be a little bit better. I could go for one more mutant. Maybe that's actually pretty good too. But if I remember correctly, wyverns are pretty good. Let's save. Oh, let me go for one. Let me go for a mutant. I remember these guys being pretty good, so I mean, not the best for next round, but still that bounce is just so effective. And next up, we literally only go wyverns. Maybe go for one more tank up front. I don't know if it's worth it though. Since I do have mutants, I definitely need to be pushing as much as possible. I refuse to believe I'm leaking this. So they did rage, but we do have like an upgraded king. If I lose this mutant because of the champion, that's really rough for me. Yeah, I might lose 2. Yeah, that's crazy. This is so unlucky. No focus on the champion, so basically he's shredding everything I own. But now we should probably hold, hopefully. Yeah, we should be good here. I doubt we're gonna leak, right? Yeah, we're good. Let's push. Plus we might get some leaks. Not much though. This guy held with heralds, which is kind of a little bit counterintuitive. I mean, heralds are pretty good this round because of normal damage, but heavy armor, normally they get focused and pretty much lose a lot of HP. But their summons do help to spread the damage. Anyways, so like I mentioned, another few topics. Website, yeah, we did have a website, guys, which I know you guys are there's a website. Let me see, can I show it to you guys right away? Let's see. Maybe I could show it to you guys. Where is that, Mr. Moyak? Moyak, where are you? Ah, there he is. Perfect. Let me just build really quickly. Probably only want to go for wyverns at this point, huh?
Job done. Wanna blow something up? I bid you. Out with it for my brothers. Build more great. I am prepared. Job done. You'll love my new recipe.
So I'm gonna have like this here. Oof, maybe this one needs to be in the back here. Yeah, that's better. That should be not too bad. How many wyverns do we have? Only 4. You probably can get like 3 more next round, which wouldn't be too bad. I think we're saving at the moment. Anyways, so yeah, the website I'll show you guys. Sure, I could probably. You guys don't need to see this clearing this wave. It's pretty easy. So basically, we had this website, which was supposed to be a tool, by the way, for the tournament. Let me just position this so it's not too. Like, you guys should be able to see this, right? Yeah, you are. So we had this website, which we have the staff, a little description of the event. We have pretty much a countdown before, and then we had all the promoters that were playing kind of the tournament. So, picture. Zoom of his girlfriend here. So, I mean, the tournament was set up in a pretty good way. We had also the bracket system, which was supposed to work, but obviously didn't work. So that's why we didn't use this tool for the tournament as intended, which kind of sucked because I really did want to use this feature, but obviously it was kind of last minute, so it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, sadly. Man, what a legend. He's giving me aura. That's a decent amount of like wyverns. How many is that? 6, 7? So yeah, I guess we could still go for a few more tanks. I don't know how well this is gonna do, but we'll see. It feels like we're saving for something. I'm not too sure what though. So yeah, we settled with like an Excel sheet for all the you can carry now. Yeah, I'll try. But yeah, I mean, so the Excel sheet was kind of counting the points, which was Rambo was kind of keeping track of the points, which you know, it's not the best way to keep track of points, but you know, it works. It works. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. Yeah, we're gonna clear this really easily. I mean, it didn't send, so it's obviously a very easy round. So yeah, it worked out in the end. The thing is, I feel like we are pretty good at kind of improvising when we're put against like really bad situations. So I guess that's pretty much our strong suit, I should say. So yeah, I feel like we did a pretty decent job just holding the fort, holding the lines, you know, even though, you know, the show must go on. So we're still like, you know, playing the games, having some fun, and we found good alternatives to count the points. So it was still pretty clean in the end. So I guess those were the points I kind of wanted to talk about. Like overall, I feel like the event went just fine. It's just, and I feel like the event is growing in popularity. So hopefully in the future we're going to be able to make this event like a big thing and, you know, bring a lot of communities and hopefully ignite the custom map, or I guess side of things to be once what it was, I guess. You know, because, you know, it's kind of slowly dying out, it feels like. Which sucks because I do love custom maps and everything, but yeah. It feels like there's no big event to, I guess, to highlight the custom map community. I feel like the Warcraft Olympics is doing like a good job of showcasing all the custom maps and so on, which is a cool thing, right? I guess we could go for Doomsday here. I probably want to reroll eventually. It's enough wyverns, and I don't think I need more tanks. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, I feel like the event is like going in the right direction. We still have so many things to like work on, obviously, but overall, I feel like it's going in the right direction. We still have a lot to work on, but I feel like, you know, it's progressive, right? Everything is progressive in life, so it's gonna take the time it's gonna take, and I feel like eventually we'll get to a point where, you know, the event is well structured, everything, we got a good communication between admin, staff members and the actual players. And hopefully in the future we can make like a lot of improvement points, I guess we could talk about would be, you know, having a way that, you know, the content creators could talk to each other, which is the objective of the tournament, right? Initially. Because at this moment, it's literally just everyone talking to their stream, which kind of sucks. Because obviously, you guys, I want to interact with the people that are watching me, no doubt. But I also want to be talking with the streamers, right? Because we never have the opportunity to talk to each other, which I feel I have a little bit more time to talk with the viewers instead of actually the content creators. So I feel like we have to swap that around somehow, and I feel like that could be a little bit more interesting for the viewers as well. So we'll see how that we could incorporate in the tournament. I feel like that's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll see. What can we really send here? The next round would be really good. Yeah, they literally have no magic damage. And they have a lot of Pierce, which is bad against 12. Tusks of Mast are decent 12, but their front line is gonna get wrecked. All of these are gonna get wrecked. LOD Mass, I've never seen this work. Very doubtful of the strat. Throw in a few guards. Just mass ballistas. Decent amount of income. So yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, guys, it's a work in progress. Everything is a work in progress. The YouTube channel is a work in progress. Like, if you watch my old videos, guys, it's a freaking disaster. Let's be honest here. So, literally everything is a work in progress. So, it's going to take a little bit of time until this tournament is well structured and, you know, we'll get more people to enjoy it and, you know, more participants. We did get a lot more players this time, which was a little bit more difficult to handle. But I feel like we are getting the hang of it as we're, you know, progressing through and getting experience in hosting this tournament, so we'll see. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, overall, I think I talked a little bit about everything. I don't think I missed anything in particular. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or like concerns or, you know, anything you want to say about the tournament or like points or constructive criticism rather, let me know down in the comments. Very important that I get you guys. I'll do yellows auras. It's very important that you guys, you know, give me some feedback, right? Let me know what you guys think about the tournament so I can actually improve and, you know, because the best way for me to improve this this tournament would be literally for me to get your guys' feedback and I could just literally improve from there, right? So could get a few more mutants, why not? Especially for next round. Yeah, we don't have enough. This is good. One mutant, one doomsday, we're good. I have 3 at the moment, which is like massive amount of frontline. Only thing is, obviously, I do not have any magic damage, and I probably want to keep this roll again just for a little bit more mutants. So yeah, we're probably raging at the moment, so I think it's going to be very difficult for the other team to handle this. I don't know if they have any like trick up their sleeves. We'll see. See how this one goes, but it's going to be difficult for me. But yeah, like you guys see, I have so many range units, so by the time these guys get to my front line, they're already like dying. So hopefully I get this champion down. That's huge. Really nice. Doomsdays are obviously very good against this round. Plus they didn't send, so we should be in a pretty good spot. Just push it once again. We're good. How much do they leak? Oof. Unless they have Max King, they're in trouble. I would assume they wanted to send out 14, and since we obviously sent a lot, they're upgrading King, but I don't know if they have presence. If they don't, they're in trouble. I don't think they have presence though. Ah. So I actually didn't know about this. So apparently if you hover over your guardian and see that there is a presence, it tells you that they have one. So they're gonna survive. Roll of Presence is very good against this, even though there's so many freaking leaks. Maybe they don't even survive? They have Shockwave as well. they might even lose here. Anyways, let's talk about tournament. I think we're, as these guys are slowly dying. So I mean, that's the thing. So tournament went well. I feel like we still have a lot of work to do. So what I want to do in the future, guys, is I want to host weekly or monthly events. Instead of actually hosting like one event every 4 months or every like 6 months, I don't even know. I still want to host the Warcraft III Olympics every 6 months, like 2 times a year, ideally. And I want to host monthly events where we have community wars. So basically, we'll have wars between, let's say, Zoom's community versus my community. And we're going to be doing like specific maps. We'll do best out of 3, for example, and there's going to be stakes. We can have Woody's community, Orio's community. We can have so many content creators on board. So I feel like this is going to be like a good way for us to like interact with the different communities. Obviously create some rivalries, which would be really fun. So you guys, you know, root for the community you guys, you know, stand for. And I feel like that's going to be really fun for just zero heals, you know. I feel like that's going to be really fun if we're able to manage that. But obviously there's a lot of preparations. And the thing is, again, it feels like no one really cares too much about, I don't know, collabing. Or is it just me? I feel like I'm the only one that reaches out to other people to collab. Or at least I feel alone on it. But yeah, hopefully, maybe I actually don't know. But if you guys know of some other Warcraft people that like to collab, let me know. They're fine apparently. I don't know why my guy is over here. Let's build a few more mutants.
For a cocktail.
I think that's enough. Like, that's literally too much. Too many mutants, right?
Job done. Job done.
Wait. What am I doing wrong here? Wait. These are misplaced, I think. But I think it's fine. I have enough, like, mutants, I'm pretty sure.
Research, brothers. It has begun.
I don't like this roll.
You'll love my new recipe. I'm all stocked. I'm all stocked. Ready to go. Wanna blow something up?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
I am prepared.
I kind of trolled this round, but we'll see if this one plays out really well. We can resign 14 and we should be able to take this one easily. As long as I hold 14, we should be in a pretty good spot. But the thing is, obviously, we have a very vulnerable king. So that's the thing. Whenever you're playing Hellhalt, there's a thing called where, you know, if you're the aggressor, it's very difficult. And if you're leaguing, it's very difficult to come back because in this case, where they have to invest so much in obviously king, they lose gold because they don't get the kills, and it's kind of momentum at this point. We're pretty much resending all the time, so we're not giving them any time to breathe, and it's very difficult to come back if you're not holding waves and stuff. So yeah, very rough. Unless one of them rerolled slaves and we're in trouble. Yeah, so if this guy's leaking, let's see what they have. Yeah, that's pretty much GG. This guy's mass sentries. Like, Teal is gonna get completely annihilated. He literally only has medium.
Let's get to fight.
I am prepared. No one shall be the wiser.
Upgrade complete.
How many tanks? They're all upgraded, aren't they? Yeah, they are.
My brothers.
Like, there's nothing good on this roll that I want to keep. I'm gonna go for like one of this, but that's pretty much it.
Job's done.
No one shall be the wiser.
The rest is really bad.
Research complete.
Okay, that's something I can get behind.
Upgrade complete. Job's done.
Perfect timing.
Done.
Thank you for flash launchers on literally the best time possible.
Upgrade complete.
Let's go for one of these. No. Let's go for.
For my brothers. That's a given.
Job's done.
That should be fine. Perfect.
Care for a
Awesome.
cocktail.
I feel like we're in a pretty good spot to hold this. Not guaranteed to hold, but we're in a pretty good spot. I feel I'm gonna keep for rage. There's no reason for us not to rage. Unless they're sending. No sand, yeah, they're in trouble. They should have sent a little bit at least. GG. There's absolutely no way these guys are holding. Zero way. Especially with 3 times the rage. And considering all their units. Yeah, did we lose a unit? Wow, we almost didn't well, we did lose 3,000 worth, but good hold. So yeah. So I guess if we could talk a little bit about the channel objectives in the future, which I should have done from the beginning. Not even sure if you guys are still watching. But yeah, I mean, pretty much, guys, what I'm going to be focusing on, like I said, I want to do like monthly events. I want to do more Warcraft III Olympics. Hi, YouTube. I want to do monthly events. And also, what I want to be doing is... Drum roll, please. Basically, I want to be doing StarCraft 2 custom maps. So I'm going to be transitioning to that as soon as possible. I don't know how much time it's going to take me until I fully upload those videos. It's going to be difficult until, obviously, we get to that point. Because I feel like it takes a bit of time for you guys, for the viewers to adjust to like a specific map. Because, for example, if I upload like a Minecraft Let's Play at the moment, I would say maybe like 10% of you guys will watch it, right? Just the true fans, right? Only the true fans will watch it. But yeah, the rest people don't really care. So, because people should be GG, it's gonna be close. Maybe not. Yeah, they're gonna hold. So yeah, that's the thing. People, what they like is there people, I would say most of the viewers are stubborn, and I kind of feel, because I could put myself as a viewer as well for other channels, right? So for example, when I was watching Witty all the time, I would get tilted whenever he would start playing, you know, melee maps and stuff like that, because I enjoy watching his custom maps. And that was me being like a egocentric, you know, a little bit, right? Or not egocentric, just I would be like baby raging, right? It's because I'm just used to watching whatever I like, right? So that's why it's difficult for the viewer to understand, or just to watch something different from, you know, what they're usually used to, right? So definitely understand. So that's why I'm going to be trying to do a smooth transition towards, obviously, what's it called? To other custom maps. I want to base my YouTube channel to more custom content related stuff. So maybe like I mentioned before, StarCraft 2 and Dota 2 custom content, which would be ideal, like I mentioned before. But is it going to happen, you know, in due time? I don't know. I'm going to have to see. So I'll keep you guys updated, like I promise, and we'll see how it goes. So I guess one video that I mentioned that I was gonna do is something similar of Troll vs Elves in StarCraft 2, which was Probe vs Zealot, which I guess is a transition map, which is essentially the exact same thing, which I'll go through over whenever I'm actually going to play the game. But yeah, for now, it's just letting you guys know it's the exact same game. It's literally the same. So I feel like it's going to be very easy for you guys to like watch it, because it's the exact... It's exactly the same thing. So, what a nice guy, by the way, Ghost. It's so expensive, though. I feel like he needs to focus on his own build. Can we push once more? We could, but it's 16. We definitely want to. Let's. Normal damage. We want some light. I probably want to go for a few Mercurials, right?
My brothers.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
For 17, we could go for a few of these Tempests, which isn't the best, isn't the worst, but it's doable.
Upgrade complete.
Wanna blow something up?
Upgrade complete. Job's done. Job's done. Upgrade complete.
I don't have enough. I could sell one of these. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Complete.
Good amount of Mercurials. I wonder if they're going to be sending here. Maybe.
That's a given.
Seeing what they have, I would probably send here because these are not the best for this round. Oh, he's going for Seraphim? It's a little bit late. Oh. Damn. I wonder if this strat is actually good. He's just massing at the spawn? Wait, this seems very broken. Wait a second, guys. This is actually really good. So as they're spawning, they're getting killed. Wait. I've never thought of this before. It seems like legit a really good strat. I might consider doing this one after or later on. Wow. We learn something every day. Pog. Yeah, what was I talking about anyways? Yeah, so just like, I'm only gonna be doing maps that are easy for you guys to understand. Because obviously I have to value what you guys are saying and what you guys are feeling, right? Go for altar here. Because I feel the, let's get this one slower, which is what we want. Because we don't have any slow at the moment. I have a lot of these plague spreaders, so I don't think we need more, do we? Go for one more, but I think it might be even overkill.
Job's done. Upgrade complete. Job's done. Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
A lot of Mercurials. We should be in a pretty good spot. I would assume they're going to be sending here, but I don't know why they would though. Level 15. Oh, he's just like going hard for Seraphim. I see. Let's see if they send here. Normally we should be good, even though if they would triple rage. Yeah, they did send. Okay. Here we go. They're back for revenge, boys. We have so much siege, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Plus, I mean, we do have... I mean, the Infernals is going to be difficult for us, but yeah, if the Wyverns aim for the champion, we should be in a pretty good spot. Because if the poison stacks, right? Hopefully the Infernal dies from the bounce. Yeah, see, this is really good. He should be losing here. I don't know about this guy. They both went for Seraphim. I don't like to go for Seraphim too early. Kind of like to go for like 20 at least. There we go. Nice hold. Now this is really bad for me. Is some of them went by. That's gonna cripple my army. I think this was one of the big... I didn't surge. Oof. I feel like if those units didn't path the way they didn't, I probably would have held just fine. Yeah, that was my bad. We aren't gonna lose too many lives, I think. Hopefully, depends on how well this guy handles King. Probably will lose like 1 or 2 lives. Hopefully, he kills the Warlock and Kraken. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Only thing is not provoke, maybe. I feel like he should definitely provoke. He's not provoking. Okay, he did use heal. That's fine. Kind of sucks that he's not provoking. He's gonna provoke right now. Nice. That was a kind of, in my opinion, that was a misuse of the mana. Basically, he should have, like I mentioned before, you should. I mean, I don't think it's gonna change the outcome. If we lose a heal, maybe it will. But basically, what I was thinking is he uses. Nice, good job. He uses that. He's gonna regen the mana anyways, unless he uses obviously immolation. What to say? Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's hard to say. Let's go Medusa, I guess. Medusa.
No one shall be the wiser. My brothers. Why have I been summoned?
Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
I guess I just go for Seraphim at this point. Tempest, yeah, let's go for Tempest.
That's a given. For my brothers. It has begun.
Let's go. Let's give him Plague.
Job's done. Upgrade complete.
He gave us Troll Champion, so it's the least we could do.
That's a given.
Let's build some more Tempests in the back.
Upgrade done. Job's done. Job's done.
Brothers.
Upgrade.
We go for Seraphim, probably level 20. So yeah, I guess those are the objectives for the channel, guys. Well, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be focusing on for the next few weeks and months. I definitely want to try to do a little bit more editing on the videos. I feel like that's going to be a big thing when it comes to the growth of my channel. I feel like I can increase the entertainment value for the videos if I do a little bit of editing. It's not much, but you know, just a little bit, just to, I guess, cut out the boring parts of the video. Maybe even add some memes in here and there, you know. I feel like that's gonna make a big change in the quality of the vids. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Plague spread. Really nice.
For my brothers.
I could probably go for city here. We have a lot of wood.
It has begun.
They might send next.
Out with it. That's a given. I am prepared. No one shall be the wiser.
Upgrade complete.
I bid
Hmm.
my brothers.
I can only get him level 4.
Are there enemies above?
Out with it. I
Damn,
bid
okay.
I need order.
Kinda wanna keep these though.
Boon double.
How did he waste 500 gold there? Doing so many mistakes. Can I surge here? I don't know if I surge.
it has begun. That's a given.
Wasted a lot of value. I don't know how that happened though.
It has begun.
I will not be
Oof. How do we do this, guys? I don't know if I'm gonna be holding next round. I wasted 1 wyvern plus like a few mercurials.
I bid you.
Yeah, they're raging here. Damn. It's a small send because they sent on 17, right? You sending here? Okay, we're sending here.
I pledge my loyalty.
Yeah, not. I feel like we might be holding because. Oh, nice. So we got the cripple effect on the Death Widow. We might even be leaking here. This guy didn't surge. Okay, he's holding on the bright side. Green. It's really nice. At least if we're leaking, we're not going to be leaking much. Everyone is holding. It's nice. Yeah, it feels like my wyverns, since they were protected, we had a pretty good shot at holding this. Technically just push here. Maybe I shouldn't be pushing, actually.
I am prepared. That's a given.
Dude, we're actually too clean.
For my
See how it feels to have a good team?
enlightenment, it has begun. I am prepared. That's a given. I am prepared for my brothers. No one shall be the
Could get him to level 10.
That's a given. Out with it. No one shall be the last. I bid you for my brothers.
I need order.
I mean, wyverns are decent. I think plague predators are pretty bad.
Enlighten me. Your love.
I mean, these are pretty bad too. I guess I could sell them.
I am prepared. It has begun. That's a given. For my
Did I rage? Wait.
no one shall be the wiser. It has begun.
Do this.
Brothers. It has begun.
Job's
What
done.
must I do?
Job's done. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
I
Job's
bid you.
done.
I'm gonna do late rage, I think. Just so to send a second Infernal. Okay, they're targeting the Seraphim, which is huge. Guess I could rage. I'm just gonna like die anyways, but I feel like we're, oh wait, we're holding somehow. Yeah, since if the Seraphim is tanking this, then this is definitely an easy hold for me. Nice. I'm happy. I held pretty well. Easy hold. I'm probably dead here. Damn, no. Oh wait. Dude, the clutch. The clutch. that's the reason why that I held it, is just because of the those Mercurials, right? GG. Fun times. That's a little bit too many leaks. That was fun, guys. Fun, guys. To be honest, I'm happy. I pretty much had to say, I said what I had to say. I think I didn't miss anything. Shout outs to everyone for obviously competing in the tournament. Shout outs to these guys, absolute legends, Howie and Kiritas. Our opponents as well, they're pretty good sports about it. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys want to see more of this in the future, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.